It's Valentine's Day, a time for romance, chocolates, and love. You know what I really love? A good crossover. What a good crossover is? Well, it's typically when two worlds align into one and a project or something comes from it. For example, Superman vs. Muhammad Ali, The Punisher and Eminem, Godzilla vs. Charles Barkley? Yeah, Godzilla vs. an NBA player really happened. But this brings me to this, and allow me to tell you a quick story of a time at a theme park where a massive public display of affection in the Guinness Book of World Records had their own crossover. Let me explain. Okay, let's paint the picture of this event. Now imagine, it was a brisk mid-December day at Six Flags Over Georgia. You just broke up with your significant other because they firmly believed that Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain was way better than Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia. So to feel better after your breakup, you go to the park to experience the beautiful thousands of Christmas lights, but you also know that the park is about to close for the season in 2 weeks, and you want to experience Goliath, the best hypercoaster in the world, one last time, before you have to wait again 2 months till the park reopens in the spring. From the park's entrance, you hook a left and beeline it straight to the USA section of the park. All of a sudden, you're stopped by a massive crowd of over 400 people. You stop in a panic because you're dumbfounded by how packed the park is today. And the wait for Goliath must be hours long, and with it being the winter season and daylight savings, the park hours are massively shorter, and often at times they run one train operations during this time of year too. You're worried, but take a deep breath, pursue on forward, saying excuse me to this person, pardon me to that person. As you keep pushing on, you realize that people are acting strange around you. As you keep on your quest to conquer Goliath, you notice more and more people are doing the same thing. It starts to feel like a Twilight Zone episode. You pause, overwhelmed with a feeling of consternation. You notice that every single person in the crowd are all kissing. Okay, let's rewind and gain some context here on why everyone was kissing at Six Flags Over Georgia. In an attempt to capitalize on Six Flags Over Georgia becoming a growing family tradition in Atlanta, Six Flags felt what was a better way to display this, other than to set a world record. Six Flags Over Georgia is known for some records. 1973, Great American Scream Machine was the tallest roller coaster in the world. Mindbender was deemed as the world's first triple looping coaster. Superman at the park has the world's first pretzel looping version. Six Flags Over Georgia isn't unfamiliar with world's first or world records, so they decided to add a new one. On December 12, 2015, many guests visited Six Flags Over Georgia to register to be a part of this world record attempt. Many guests would register to break the world record for most couples kissing under a mistletoe. Those, when the time was appropriate, would head over to the Mistletoe Mansion section of the park, which during Holiday in the Park at Six Flags Over Georgia is where Monster Mansion is located, and the couples would all kiss and would have to do so for 10 seconds. It was confirmed that 201 couples, which is 402 people, were all kissing at once under a mistletoe to break the Guinness World Record for most couples kissing under a mistletoe. And of course, with Six Flags, a sponsorship was there to take all the credit of love, and that being Dentec. Dentec is an American private company that develops, manufactures, and markets oral care products. Dentec partnered with Six Flags Over Georgia, and after the world record was broken, gave a statement that, "We wanted to create a fun and out-of-box way to remind everyone how important it is to take care of their oral health throughout the busy holiday season, which can ultimately affect having kissable fresh breath. Partnering with Six Flags Over Georgia to set a Guinness World Record is a perfect opportunity to remind everyone to stay mistletoe ready by flossing and protecting smiles." "Oh yeah," said the Dentec brand director, "we are able to ensure that all of the participants had fresh breath for the kiss with our minty, comfort, clean floss picks with fluoride." Oh, Dentec. Not even corporate advertisement greed could overshadow the love that was shown that day, the amount of people it took to make that happen, and the world record that was broken at Six Flags Over Georgia on that brisk winter day. Love won.